Hi guys. Today is gonna be a little bit unusual strategy. Nobody knows how it's gonna be turning out today because the strategy is tricky. The market sometimes is tricky, and when this two combination of being tricky right here and right here are just combining, that's crazy sometimes. Let's see how it's gonna be just for us today. And we are right here. Here's gonna be 1 minute, and I'm gonna change it later. We're gonna add some indicators, and the first one gonna be ATR. Not frequently used, but anyway, quite understandable and easy with the right periods. There's nothing actually hard. And here's the envelopes. And just changing all the periods. With the envelopes, they're actually quite differently looking sometimes indicator, and I wouldn't say that we are looking for some specific situations. We just at each moment of time, at each moment of the of this market situation, minding our lines and stuff from this indicator. So Williams, ATR, and envelopes. This is not the everyday used, not the common used strategy, but anyway, here currency pairs with the biggest payouts. It's gonna be easy. I hope it's gonna be easy while we're gonna be trading, just because maybe the strategy is fine, but the market could be crazy. Nobody can control that, can predict that. Look what we are having. Look how actually differs the Williams and ATR, and actually we are not gonna be able just to find all these like three the same lines giving us the 100% info. So I think it's better gonna be when we gonna just start and test it out. It's gonna be more convenient. So without any long explanation, let's just start to test it, and look what we are having. I do think it's going to be the downward trend, and I am just changing the amount of money that we are having. Look at the candles, look at the envelopes, look at the Williams, and look at the ATR. And with the ATR, actually we need to mind the position and this chart of the indicator, and with the Williams of course too, and these tiny changes. Look at the ATR, how actually tiny movements it is this indicator making. Let's see it. So look at that, and please, in every situation where I am just showing you how do we use that strategy, try just to find some more and more. Just got it as a profit while we've been, just trying to explain it. More and more hints, more and more signs. Like for you, maybe I missed something. Maybe I do not just tell you about something, but you gotta just check in how the situations on the chart looks and indicators also. So we gotta get for some downward trend. I'm quite sure about that. Look at the indicators, and especially on this, what we are just having. And I wouldn't say that the envelopes right here giving us some perfect signs or hints, but out of all this picture that I'm just having, I'm quite sure it's gonna be the downward trend. So just as I told you, what actually gave me that impression, we are just at the peak, and you may see that we've been just changing like that, and this rising wasn't that long. Look at the ATR and Williams, just now in the end, it is like the perfect combo, but at some point it may be a little bit too late, right now. But if you still are not sure, you may wait for that situations. You may see that with this perfect combo, it just started to be more clear with this drastic fall. And here again, we are at the bottom, and it's quite perfectly seen that we are just at the bottom and we're gonna break. So we're gonna get some upward trend. Look at this huge green candle that we are already detecting. Look at this William and the ATR. I don't know how. I mean, with these indicators, this is actually You don't need to find, just the perfect line with the perfect line, but it's just an impression. You're just checking all the indicators and you perfectly see that it's just the combination. They are showing the same thing and you are just getting into it. So, just as I told you, yep, some orange candles is killing me and I don't want to see it any longer. Just go back, go back, go back. Yep, and the second one also. Sometimes it's this zoom. Unable to see it perfectly, but just got it, all of it. One more. Not an easy strategy. I promised that it's going to be an easy one, but I lied. I would say that's the easy one, but with some feelings. You need to have some inner feelings. You don't have to be a psychic or something like that. So that's not the beginner's level, I would say. So Williams and the ATR and the whole chart showing us we are at the bottom, we're gonna rise. Look at the envelopes right now. That's the crazy indicator, somehow that's crazy. Crazy indicators, crazy situation. I don't want to lose all these 4 bets. This is the rising, so we were actually correct about the tendency, and we were more than correct with this huge green candle, but actually it wasn't that fast as we expected. And actually what can give you the hint about that it's not going to be that bad, that's going to be breaking that hard, this is the envelopes, because we are just inside of it. And here, last and quite obvious, quite perfectly clear situation that we're getting downward. Even with the ATR, look at that. Yep, there's like a little bit like a sign that we are getting upward, but you just understand that we are at the peak. Just looking at that indicator, looking at all of that is going on with the chart, we are at the peak. And with the ATR and Williams, the main problem is they are just different, they're a little bit different in time. And if you are just get used to, check all the indicators just for the combination and in the moment of time, that's the problem. So this strategy in this strategy, actually, you're just mining all 3 indicators, separately. And that type of strategies, they are quite complicated. They are not for the beginners, as I told you just before. I got no idea how many seconds actually left, and nothing left. So please don't. This is my lightest one. Please don't. Yes. And all of it were profitable while I was just trying, slowly and a little bit being sick, explain to you how it actually working. I just finished that with $12,000. And if you are honestly interested in that situations and that strategies where we need to mine 3 indicators separately, this is, like a next level. Just let me know. I'm going to show you some more of that. So we finished. As I told you before, I lied to you, and it wasn't the easy one, because I was just hoping for that maybe the strategy is going to be complicated, but maybe the market going to be easy for us. Maybe I could find some easy situations. I couldn't. But that's fine, to show you a little bit different trading is fine too. So if you still have any questions, if there is something unclear, but I'm actually pretty sure that after this video you gotta have some questions, you can find me, all my links just below this video or in my bio. Text me, ask me, or just follow my trades. That's fine too.